we got our boy Denji right here. And right now, he's broke. And he struggles with the worst thing in the world, being down bad. That's tough, my guy. But all jokes aside, he became a devil hunter because he needs money to pay back the Yakuza. But Denji doesn't realize he's getting played by them because that boy is very gullible, which led to his downfall. They did my boy dirty, putting his ass in the garbage after. But he's the main character, so you cannot go out like that. So him and Pachita end up making a contract together, allowing Denji to live as a devil hybrid and officially becoming Chainsaw Man. Then he starts going crazy, immediately slicing them zombies up and packs up this guy right here. Meanwhile, we're introduced to the Devil Association. Then we're introduced to the leader of the whole thing, whose name is Makima. She forces Denji to join her, and if he doesn't do it, he's gonna get packed up. But Makima got him in a trance anyway, so it doesn't even matter. And they end up leaving together. So after that whole situation, they're both having a little nice conversation. Then Makima ends up saying this shit right here.
You have agreed to become my pet, which means woof or yes are all you say. You're a good boy, aren't you?
And obviously that boy Denji folded, but I'm not gonna lie, you can't really blame bro. He also ends up getting his uniform. Then we meet Aki for the first time, and him and Denji are about to be teammates from now on. But Denji really wants to be with Makima instead. So Makima basically tells Denji to be a good boy and do his best, and maybe they'll be able to team up after that. So Denji finally goes with Aki, and right now these dudes do not like each other. We got Aki trying to make Denji his bitch right here. He throws a cigarette and just ends up spitting on him. Then he's gonna walk away like he just did something. But we all know Denji ain't gonna take that, hitting bro right in the nuts, and does it again and again and again. So at this point, it's looking like these two cannot be teammates. But Makima doesn't care at all and forces them to work together. So after getting all that shit out the way, they end up going on this mission. Then they find this random devil in the room. Aki tells Denji to kill it, and he ends up doing so. Though Aki wonders why Denji didn't use his devil form, which makes Denji say that using his power is kinda messed up, and Aki really didn't like that answer. But it turns out Denji was just capping and just protecting his Guna material right here. And after looking outside for a while, Denji finally realizes his true goals. He wants to fill up on Makima. He wants that devil coochie. Also, a new member joins the team, a devil fiend named Power, and she be doing anything she wanna do, not listening to anybody. She's also known as the Blood Devil, and due to her actions, her and Denji get in trouble. But Makima just wants them to thrive together and learn how to be teammates. Later on, we got Power telling Denji that if he saves her pet cat Meowie, she'll let him do something as a reward. And Denji immediately locks in because he's gonna do anything to get him some. But he falls for the same shit again because he's a bot. And now he's a sacrifice for the Bat Devil, a devil that eats humans and drinks blood. So he picks up Denji and then he gets ready to eat him. But before he does that, he wants to give him a little appetizer. He picks Denji up and then drinks his blood. But his blood tasted like straight ass. So Denji gets thrown, and now since his blood was terrible, the Bat Devil decides to punish Power by eating Meowie, leaving her in shambles because she just got lied to. And now she doesn't know what to do. But now she understands how it feels to be in Denji's shoes, since both of them lost a pet that was dear to them. The Bat Devil then grabs Power and eats her too. And now he wants more, so he tries flying to the city so he can go find humans to eat this time. But Denji ended up grabbing his leg because he still wants the reward from Power. But he ends up getting flung into the air, then he gets grabbed. So right now he might be cooked, but he's not done yet. It's time for him to turn to Chainsaw Man and slice this dude up into pieces. And he does just that. He's about to go all out, and he's not stopping anytime soon. Both Denji and the Bat Devil crash into this building, and it's looking like Denji's down, but he's gonna get back up. And then Denji does his hard ass punch, making this dude go through everything, hitting cars, poles, and landing in the street. And right now it's looking like Denji's gonna beat this guy easily because he cannot hit Denji at all. Every attack he does, it does not hit. He tries throwing a car at Denji, but Denji easily catches the car. And then he throws it right at his face and then it blows up. So he tries to blow Denji away with this echo attack he got here. And that shit's looking powerful as hell. So this one move is gonna hit the hardest. Then the Bat Devil tries to eat this dude that fell out the car. But Denji gets out the smoke and he's still standing. He gets his chainsaw arms out and now he's ready to fight again. Yeah, you lost, buddy. Get your ass out of here. And after he beats the devil, Power wakes up, wondering why she was just saved by Denji. And obviously, it's because she promised Denji a reward. But now we got this other devil appearing, and it turns out to be the Leech Devil. And she's ready to kill. She makes the first move, but Denji's low-key avoiding everything. But then the Leech Devil hits the ground, and then Denji goes flying, going through every building. But as he goes through all of that shit, he charges up for a punch, right in the devil's face. So he's doing everything in his power to beat this gal. But Aki comes in and saves the day, doing his Kun attack, defeating the Leech once and for all. And then we're introduced to a bunch of new characters. We got Hirokazu and Kobani. Then we got Himeno, Also, Denji recovers from his battle, and Power gets released from her cuffs. So moving forward, we got Denji Aki resting in their home, and then their doorknob breaks. But it turns out to be Power and her pet cat, and now it's looking like these three are gonna live together, due to Makima trusting Aki with these two. And Power is still causing problems. She's also very dirty. She don't flush, she don't shower, and overall, she stinks. And Denji's not having it, until Power reminds him of what he wanted. And oh boy, that boy Denji was ready. But he ends up getting disappointed, because Power has something in her shirt, which made Denji wonder if his goal of touching melons was just a waste of time. But Makima makes that boy change his mind, and he did not expect her to do that at all. Then Makima makes a promise. If Denji beats the Gun Devil, she'll do whatever he wants. So now he's ready for his next mission, which involves these 6 right here. And to make things more fun, Himeno promises a kiss to the person that packs this devil up. But for the first time ever, Denji doesn't care about that, because he only has eyes for Miss Makima.
Your reward will have a little tongue in it.
And he ends up folding again. But now we got everybody in this building checking stuff out. So the door opens and then this little thing comes out, this little ass creature. Then it ends up attacking. So they gotta kill it, which is what Himeno and Power did. And after walking for a while, it turns out that time froze on the 8th floor, so now everybody here is stuck. And Himeno tries to figure out if that's actually the case, and it turns out to be true. So now they gotta figure out where that devil's at. But later on they end up finding the devil, and they want Denji dead, and no one's going to escape until they kill Denji. And when Kobeni heard that, she wasted no time, but they stopped her before she did anything. You got these 3 getting chased, you got these 2 being scared. I mean, you got Power, I don't know where she at. So Denji decides to deal with this devil all by himself, jumping off the elevator and getting to all the action. But he was fighting for 3 days straight, but he got the W at the end of the day. And everybody was able to escape and survive. They were all tired, but it's better than being dead. And later on, we got the whole association hanging out with each other. Then we got Denji asking for his reward. And I am not trying to get my ass banned off here, so y'all can go look at the other stuff on your own. I'm trying to keep my shit perfect. Now we're at the part where everybody has to fight that Katana man. We got Aki up against him right now, and he ends up getting help from the Cursed Devil. Because if he stabs somebody with his sword 3 times, then they instantly die. But using this takes away from his lifespan. But he's willing to take that sacrifice. But it was all for nothing, cause that shit doesn't work on hybrids. Now Aki about to get his ass kicked. And then Himeno sacrifices herself to the Ghost Devil, making sure to protect Aki and win this battle, even if that means disappearing forever. And her plan was working for a little bit, but it wasn't enough, and she ends up dying officially. But she was able to protect Aki, and she was able to wake up Denji, cause that boy got caught lacking. So now it's time for their 1v1. No distractions. And it's looking like a good fight. Both of them are equal, and they're not really landing any devastating hits or whatever. But low key, Denji's kinda getting overwhelmed right here, getting sliced up, and then getting pushed back. And they end up taking his body after. But then you got Makima being a menace to society, killing everybody from that area. And she's not even there. And as these 2 try to escape, you got Kobeni just standing there. And for the first time ever, she actually does something cool as hell. And she ends up doing her thing right here. So obviously these 2 gotta escape before it's too late, cause Kobeni's on that timing right now. They don't know what to do against her. And she was able to get Denji's body in the process. And now we got my favorite character in this bitch. And he's gonna be the one to train Power and Denji, even though he's just human. And he completely embarrasses the both of them, easily defeating them by himself. So now they gotta think of a different plan to do, and actually use their brains this time. So they go for a sneak attack. Power makes the first move, but most of her attacks that she was doing was not working at all. Kishibe was avoiding everything. That dude cold as hell. And now it's Denji's turn to do something. He tries to attack, but obviously that's not gonna work either. Then we got Makima scaring the Yakuza, trying to get some information from them. And then we're introduced to more characters. We got the Shark Fiend. Then we got the Violence Fiend. He tough. Then we got the Spider Devil. And last but not least, we got the Angel Devil. Then we got our main cast trying to find the Katana man and that girl. Aki was able to find the girl, but she made a contract with the Ghost Devil, so now he gotta fight it. But he was cooking up a bit, I ain't gonna lie. He was doing his thing. Then we're getting a rematch of the Katana man and Denji. And Denji might get his get back, we don't even know. I'm just playing. He does get his get back. Same with Aki, and he was able to get one last thing from Himeno, which happened way before. Then we got Aki and Denji finally bonding together, and both of them just beat this dude up. And towards the end, we get a little wholesome moment, makes you want to smile. And then we got Aki trying to smoke his pain away. And hey, that's some real shit right there. And now we're at the end of season 1. And then we're gonna get a movie in September. Most likely. I think it's September. But anyways, if you got this far, I really appreciate y'all, bro. I appreciate the love. We even got to 3K. That's crazy. But the grind never stops. And once again, I appreciate y'all. And I'll see y'all in the next one.
That my twin on gold. My dog bitch, she straight from Vogue. 10 J'd up, that swag was old. Spent some commas on my clothes. Ain't no help it, just my bro. Bands came and dripped out my home.